That would have sucked, honestly.
That
Did
was
they
my
get a
biggest
refund?
fear with, yeah,
Okay,
they're gonna
good.
get full refunds.
Okay.
That's my biggest fear with Avril Lavigne. It's like either her or one of the other two opening acts were gonna have a problem and they weren't gonna be able to do it. But thankfully that didn't happen.
All right, we are live. Uh, we're gonna continue with some more F1. I had did a little bit last night after I ended the stream. Um, I got the practice sessions and qualifying out of the way for Monza. So we'll just start right on the race. If I remember correctly, I don't remember what if I qualified. I think it's like somewhere in the top 10, like maybe. Um, I think maybe seventh or eighth. I can't remember honestly. I can't. Uh, I just know. I just know somewhere in the top 10 where I qualified.
Were you streaming last night when we found out that you would have had to make a whole new career save to fix the problems that are going on with the ones that existed before the day one patch?
Yeah, and you know what? I was gonna say I did. I was about to say like the one earlier today where you saw me driving from Mercedes was a brand new one, and I still don't have that option to turn on mechanical faults.
Did you have 24 gearboxes?
That I didn't check. I should have. I am gonna go check that real quick. Thank you for asking me that.
Ooh, if I win in Texas, that put me 61 points ahead of Leclerc for third.
Still here,
Oh my
even on
goodness
this one.
gracious.
Wow.
Uh, I have no words.
I guess it's got to be because I got the game, or like I got like the early access version of the
Yeah, but I've
game.
never heard of some people getting
Oh, me either.
the patch and it fixing those problems, and then you had the game early, the patch still came out, but it didn't fix that for you.
I guess when Jacob got the game, he got it fixed. I guess.
Holy crap, Aston Martin just went from fourth in vehicle performance to second.
That's how mine was last night. I went from like fifth to third. Does it feel like I'm that fast? Not really, but it's good to see we're making strides.
Welcome to the home of the Parabolica, now known. And alongside me today, a man who I'm
Parabolica.
always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. So here we are at Monza, Temple of Speed, lovely
You're at
long
Monza
straights,
already?
and
Holy
that's it,
shit.
it's easy, isn't it?
It's a little bit harder than that, Crofty, than you make out. I mean, yes, you do have those long straights, but it's linked by very tight, tricky corners. Big emphasis on braking zones around here as well, particularly into turn one.
Okay. I thought it
You
said
decelerate
fourth,
at the
but
150 meter
that's
board down to the
fourth in
50 meter
points.
board,
Okay.
and you'll scrub off easily over 150 miles an hour. So yeah, it puts a lot of G-force on the drivers' bodies as they decelerate, and obviously it throws up a big overtaking opportunity as well come race day.
Speed's key here today, so we're going to need a low downforce setup, which of course means that DRS won't be as effective, but hopefully we're going to be so quick we won't even need it.
You're very optimistic, Mark.
What was it that Kyle Busch said that one year? I'm not optimistic about shit, I'm fucking realistic.
Yep. That's how I feel sometimes at certain tracks. Oh, let's get moving.
So I feel 95% of the time that Mark wants to tell me something that he thinks I need to know.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Okay.
That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. We can now use DRS. DRS now available. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Charles Leclerc going for the lead. But Lando closed the door on him, going to the corner.
Norris has just moved into first place. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. McLaren drivers just moved into first place. Box this lap and push hard on the in-lap. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 1.5 seconds. Pit now. Okay, don't worry about that target for now. Let's just focus on this pit stop.
Out ahead of Charles, okay. The Ashes have come up.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Damn, he is getting fucking clowned on Twitter.
Who?
That guy that you posted that screenshot of that says Leclerc is a top 5 driver of all time.
Oh, I'm not surprised. It's like I like. You want to say he a top 5 driver in the sport right now? Fine, but that I could make an agreement on. To say all time, when
No.
when the people in that have at least a minimum of 3 championships. I don't know how many Senna has. I forget.
4?
I'm about to say, I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 4.
I think 4. I'll have to double check that.
I didn't read far enough, but I'm
But-
surprised nobody said Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah, Seb has been mentioned.
Okay. Charles, if you don't fucking go instead of just wasting time. Oh my god.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position. Fernando's in the pits.
I especially love that his argument for Leclerc is that no other driver has went up against a stronger group of teammates in history.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too.
It's like, okay, yeah, that's great, but he can't. You can't say that he's the greatest driver in history just based off of his fucking teammates. Like, he don't even have a World Drivers' Championship.
Hell, has he even won a constructors since he's been at Ferrari?
I don't think so. I think it's been Red Bull or McLaren.
Okay. Or Mercedes, one of the two. Or one of the
So
three.
like, I could even make an argument for Nico Rosberg being there because at least
Got a lot of
Rosberg
spare
won a
energy.
World Drivers'
Okay, team,
Championship when he was
overtake
at Mercedes. Like, he had to fucking beat out Lewis Hamilton, who was still in the prime. Or hell, people could even make an argument for Fernando Alonso if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that wasn't quite what we needed there, I'm afraid. But listen, not to worry. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus for the rest of this race.
Not to mention, he also spelled Ayrton Senna's name wrong.
Talk about the initial post.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
wow.
A-Y-R, not A-R-Y.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.5 seconds. As things stand right now, we'll be 4th in the championship.
Like, let's see. If I was to take out Leclerc, there's Jim Clark, Alan Prost, Nigel Mansell, Vettel, Raikkonen, Alonso, Damon Hill, Sterling Moss,
Nine.
Jackie Stewart, Niki Lauda. I could even say Mika Hakkinen.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Oh, my
Right,
bad.
race
Senna won
over.
3
Take care of the
championships,
car
not
and
4.
weigh in.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 4.
I think the one I forgot was the one that he actually had lost to Alan Prost when they were
Here's
teammates
the
at
checkered
McLaren.
flag, and our winner has landed. It's Lando Norris for victory.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
Lando Norris' 7th win on the season.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've absolutely loved watching that action today, and I'm sure these three have loved taking part. Here
I
come
finished
our podium
5th.
I think it was
finishes.
the
Holy
89
He
championship I
raises
saw
the
at Senna
trophy
won when Prost
over his
won it.
head. Lando Norris, head and shoulders above the rest today.
Yep, it was.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Zerge spawns there.
seems like people are getting their Switch 2s now.
You mean people aren't totally outraged at the fact that there's less games but charging more?
Oh no, like of course there's outrage for that. I was telling one of my coworkers who's not really that familiar with video games how crazy capitalism is. You had what is it? They're re-releasing The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild as a day one Switch 2 launch title.
Banana, how you doing?
Remember that was a Nintendo Switch launch title back in March of 2017. Not it's it's cool it's being re-released from modern consoles. What's not cool is this game,
The price tag.
F125, and the Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild are the same price of $70.
Oh,
That's more than what the game cost when it came out 8 years ago.
that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it was $60 back then.
I see
Now
this
we're back
bar
in
up here, the
fifth.
reputation bar. I got that. Just usually you can see a number.
Wonderful. All right.
Right, of how many you get specifically.
See, I don't know if I want to rep up, because it says you get like 181 gear. But what if you wait? Is it, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well,
I didn't write the points down. I'm stupid. All right.
oh, almost a new level. Oh, I am a new level. Okay, so it says I have to be level 20 to obtain it, though. Increase your level to claim this. Yo.
All right. Now we're going to a track I'm
Yo. Look at
cautiously excited about.
that. It's like a warlock
I'm
master.
being Baku.
That's pretty sick. You got some camos. Lincoln green. You get the scat swatch from here. I like it. I like it. It's gonna be a while until I'm able to get that. And the EDC is the actual. Yeah, you just preview what you get. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know what the reason would be to hold all your stuff early, or hold all your stuff until later.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. It automatically, if you have more than 10, it upgrades the amount you can turn in.
The bulk.
I don't just turn in bulk.
All right. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Go to the bathroom.
Okay, so I've turned in 12 of this.
Did you watch the rest of that Angry Joe Madden
You see the
26
ghost
thing?
looking top right?
Yeah, he had. I know he had briefly brought up
The thing that it can scan.
the franchise mode thing, like halftime show and franchise mode, and the weekly recap shows.
What do you say about it? Because I haven't got that far yet.
He's of course still annoyed that it took that long to even put that back in the game, but he was like, all right, thank you, EA, it's a start at least.
Kind of how I felt when you told me that they were bringing that back, because I can't remember when they took it out, but I'm pretty sure NFL 2K5 had something like that, but
They did.
It was like Chris Berman going through all the highlights of all the games.
Do I think Haas is going to win a race sometime next season? Because every once in a blue moon, every now and then, Esteban Ocon is just randomly qualifying and finishing in the top 5 or top 10.
Let's see, where his finishing position, 11.
Yeah, it's like he's finishing.
Is that a 5th at Imola?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he finished 5th there, didn't get any points besides.
8th at Spain.
Yeah, so that's 8th at Spain, and then finished 5th at Spa.
Belgium.
And then in Monza, he was running top 5, but finished 8th overall.
If he somehow catches lightning in a bottle.
All right, we'll be right back.
Welcome along to the Challenge of Azerbaijan. We're on the streets of Baku, which are long and fast with tight, twisty corners. It's time for practice.
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
Hey, what's going on, Evan?
I wonder what everyone think about that tweet that we saw.
Oh, hey, Evan, I got a question for you. All right. So, I had saw a tweet earlier. What do you think about this top five, this top five best drivers in F1 history? You have Ayrton Senna, Michael Schumacher, Lewis Hamilton, Maximus Verstappen, and Charles Leclerc. What's your opinion on that top five? Yeah, I felt the same way. He said it's okay until Charles.
Should I tell him the reason why he put Charles there?
Yeah, go ahead.
So he put Charles at 5th because no driver has ever had a tougher teammate lineup in their career.
Oops. Yeah. He said, yeah, sorry, wash Sebastian Vettel, Carlos Sainz, and then wash Lewis Hamilton is not moving me, LMAO. Because I know, who else was he teammates with? Because I know his first team wasn't just Ferrari.
I think he was teammates with Giovinazzi at Alfa Romeo. But I'm not 100% on that, if it was Giovinazzi at Alfa.
Yeah, Evan thinks you're right on that. Oh, it was Evan said it was actually Marcus Ericsson,
Oh, okay.
which is kind of funny because he doesn't even race F1 anymore.
I'm not even gonna lie, I forgot that Ericsson even drove for Alfa Romeo.
I knew he drew. I remember like whenever I saw him in IndyCar, I remember hearing he was in F1. But I just didn't remember for what team.
I think the last time I actually remember seeing him, he was at Sauber, which I can't remember if that became Alpha.
Oh, hey Evan, did you also hear who else is gonna be in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds? I don't know like what all the leaks you saw last night. Yeah, but alongside SpongeBob, apparently Patrick's in there too.
Are they just gonna have all the main characters from SpongeBob?
That'd be fucking funny if they did. And they have a Bikini Bottom racetrack. You know, I remember thinking like a little before I started, like whenever I started seeing more gameplay footage, they started uploading, like with Chet the Hawk and stuff like that. Um, I remember thinking to myself, you know, okay, you know, it's another Sonic kart racer. I already liked them anyway. It's like I like Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing. I like Sonic and All Stars Racing Transform. Team Sonic Racing was fun. You know, I'm thinking it's going to be, you know, kind of like bottom numbers, still relatively solid. Then I started hearing about all these characters coming, and I'm like, oh, like yeah, it kind of threw me for a loop seeing Danica Patrick and Sonic and All Stars Racing Transform 13 years ago. But it's like
Wait,
I don't.
what?
Yeah, she was in there. She,
What the hell?
I think that was like the very beginning of them just being like, you know what, fuck it, let's just see how many people we can get in here just because. Oh, you got to play the beta. What did you actually signed up? Like it was, I remember like you had to sign up for like the closed alpha back then. I know you got lucky enough to get in. How does Shadow's fucking whatever the fuck he's driving? It's like a monster truck. How does that look?
What?
I would have thought he had his bike again, but
Wait a minute, you can't say those two words near me. I'm gonna get excited.
I'll send you a picture of it real quick. Like I don't think it's like a 1-to-1 like monster truck, but like when I looked at it, that's what I thought.
Oh, I'm sure it's not a 1-to-1 monster truck.
But I just saw like four big ass wheels and like a small body too, and I was like, oh shit, wow.
Oh my god, I've never had that happen in F1 in my life.
What?
Sargent and Piastri just blew up within 15 seconds of each other.
No, I don't even think I remember having that happen. Probably the most like insane thing I remember ever happening to me in an F1 game so far was that one time at Baku where you were watching that one time at Baku. It started to rain and everybody was still out on slicks, and like half the field wrecked out. And I won
Yes,
because
that
of it.
was funny.
Yeah, that's the only that's like probably like the craziest thing I remember happening to me. Never mind, Evan, you're right, because I remember the reveal trailer. They had Shadow in like, you know, his like the car he had in Team Sonic Racing. Larry, I'm sending you the cover art for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and you can see Shadow on the left.
Okay.
You tell me whether or not that looks like one. I'm honestly just really excited though, Evan, to like race on the extreme gears.
When does this come out?
We don't know yet.
Damn.
I would have thought we would add a release date by now, but like I know Summer Game Fest is tomorrow, so we might get something. We might see a trailer then. We might see an official confirmation of SpongeBob being in the game, like all the characters. Yeah, I agree, Evan. Yeah, because I forget what time Game Fest comes on. I know it's like early afternoon. I know it's like a
It's
little
like
after.
a heavily lifted cross between a four-wheeler and a monster truck.
Okay.
But yes, I can definitely see where, because it's got monster truck tires on it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking to myself when I saw it. Like the tires look very monster truck.
But the body itself kind of looks like a four-wheeler in a way.
But yeah, I'm honestly excited to play with the extreme gears because um, crazy as this may sound, I never played any of the Sonic Riders games. I've only just seen gameplay. Obviously, I never played Sonic 3 Riders because I never had an Xbox, and I would never subject myself to the torture that is to Kinect. Um, I almost got Sonic Riders Zero Gravity one time at a Blockbuster. Like I looked at it, and I was talking to my parents about getting it, but I never did get it. So this will be my first time being able to actually play on the Extreme Gears. Can't wait. I can't fucking wait to see what the fuck SpongeBob's Extreme Gear is gonna look like. No, wait, actually, I did see. I think it's the fucking. I think it's a little boat they drive, like the boat they drive in SpongeBob, little boat car things. Oh yeah, the paddy wagon. Yeah. That makes sense. Is that like his?
That was
Oh,
the
what's-
car he had in the SpongeBob movie from like 2000.
Yeah, 2004. That was the
Yeah, I
one
can't
with
remember if it was 4 or 5.
that was the one with David Hasselhoff in it for some reason.
Yes. Hooray for Hasselhoff! Verstappen just brake tested me and broke my wing.
Speaking of Verstappen and him doing things, Evan, what are your thoughts of what had happened with him and George Russell this past Sunday? I know I saw some people compare it to uh, what Michael Schumacher did to Villeneuve, and I feel like I'm saying his name wrong all the time.
Jack Villeneuve?
Is that like the actual pronunciation of it, or is like I swear I've heard like different pronunciations of it, and I feel like I'm saying it wrong now.
And if today's practice is anything
That's
to go
how
by, we're in for an exceptional weekend.
Rusty
of Formula
Wallace
One.
pronounced it when he raced NASCAR, but I think it's different because like you gotta take in like people's accents when they're saying his name, because like the people in F1 aren't gonna say it Villeneuve, they're gonna throw their accent in on it.
Okay.
But like Villeneuve is like the consensus way that I've heard everybody at least say it the most.
Right, and I'm saying like I don't know if I'm saying it right because I know F1 from my recollections where he came from, like where he's most well known from. And I know he's the '97 champion. And I swear, I think whenever I went to Canada, I swear I've heard them pronounce it a different way.
When Murray Walker was announcing an F1, he threw like he said Villeneuve, but I don't know if that was just his accent doing that or if like it actually is Villeneuve. But when he was in NASCAR, they called him Villeneuve.
Yeah, that's what I remember from him. Like that's what I remember hearing, and that's how I was introduced to him. But I also got to take into consideration, like while that is where I first heard how his name was said, this is also the same. This is also like the same sports organization, or at least, the commentators are the same people that had a time and a half trying to say Shane Van Gisbergen's name whenever in Chicago street course in 2023. Even I had trouble just saying it just now, but I swear I heard about 5 different pronunciations of his name throughout that entire weekend, and I'm pretty sure all of them was by Rick Allen.
Yeah, his episode on the Dale Jr. Download was surprisingly eye-opening.
Yeah, I remember a lot of people saw him in like a different light, which is not even in a bad way either.
It actually kind of made me feel bad for him for what happened at NBC. Which is weird because I couldn't stand Rick Allen even when he was calling the truck race, because every time there'd be an incident, he'd just scream problems at the top of his lungs.
Yeah.
And a warm welcome here ahead of qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Normally these streets are...
Yeah, I don't know like what the actual pronunciation of Villeneuve's name is, because it's like Villeneuve. I heard one guy, I know it's not the way to say it, I think he was just doing it to be funny, but I heard one guy call him Villeneuve.
I think I actually heard that once too, and now, like as a kid, and I almost started going with that.
I can't remember where I heard it from. If it was like somebody trolling on like the early F1 games, or if it was like somebody generally thinking that that's how it was.
Damn it.
Villeneuve never raced in Cup, did he? He only raced in Xfinity.
I can't
Or
remember.
Nationwide at the time.
I cannot remember. Because I remember he drove like a couple of starts for Penske in Xfinity.
Yeah, the only one I remember is when he flat out dumped Danica, like Road America or something.
I lost 3 spots because I used up all my deploy.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow.
You know what?
We
I don't
head into
normally
the
do
Grand
this.
Prix.
But I just want to do it just to see if I can if I qualify lower, I qualify lower. I ain't even worried about it. Alright, missed that. Albon, what?
Albon?
Yeah, Albon was tracking to the Albon was tracking first.
Oh. Now that's got me thinking. Who is the bigger flop at Red Bull? Albon? Or Lawson?
When the hell did Albon drive for them?
2020... 2021? I gotta double check.
What the hell?
What, third?
No, Albon got the fucking pole. Wow.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Evan said Albon scored some podiums at least.
I don't even remember that.
Has Albon won a fucking pole before?
That's what I'm literally like looking up.
I'm still low-key annoyed yet somehow really fascinated that my only pole this season, and probably will be my only pole this season, is at fucking Monaco. Oh, Evan, I'm pretty sure I'm like all but like...
He raced for Red Bull from 19 to 21.
Okay. Yeah, Evan, I'm like all but lined up to go to McLaren here soon. Oh, look at that, my second gear. Oh, by the way, Evan, I know I had told you last night that the whole mechanical fault thing, I don't have it on here because I started a career pre early access patch or whatever it was. Yeah, no, I started another career earlier this afternoon. And that's still a problem. I still don't have an option for mechanical faults, and I still have 24 gearboxes on that file as well. So I think what it is that my friend who had told me that he had the option for mechanical faults is because he got the game after it actually came out. So I guess I guess now it's just an issue of, since I got the game so fucking early, you know, look, I get like, fuck me for being, you know, excited about this and wanting to actually play it early. That's the consequence I get, I guess. I'm just screwed until like an actual official patch comes out.
It'd be really funny if it was because he got the game on disc and you have it on digital.
That better not be a thing, dude.
Well, I mean, we'll be able to confirm it or deny it whenever I get it, because I'll be getting it digital.
Are you getting it from Pro?
Pro's gonna send me some money on Cash App at some point to get it.
Okay.
That's what he told me, because we didn't know if I could game share with two people at the same time, and we didn't want to try it and risk screwing anything up. But Pro got the game today.
Yeah, I know he was doing time trials at Australia for a while before I left.
And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of... And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Okay.
Mark saying that reminded me of what Dion told you when you were playing Split Fiction.
Don't piss me off. You pissed him off, I did. Not on purpose.
You were close to finishing that part.
Which thing is, I don't even know if he knew that either. But maybe, I think that also like enunciated his reaction, because maybe he did know, and I was so close to being done with it. I need to fucking see what everybody's starting on. All right, Lewis is on softs. The only one on softs. Okay.
Wait, Lewis is the only one on softs?
Yeah, not even Leclerc is.
Okay.
You ain't getting this spot that easy. One thing I know for sure is I know the rookie record for most wins in the season is 4, set by Lewis Hamilton, which I think I could tie that. I don't think I could. Oh, by the way, we'll shoot back in a second. Oh, I don't know what happened first.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Everything alright?
Yeah, it just like crapped out on me for a second. Like, everything did.
Damn it. Motherfucker.
Got my Spotify working again, thank God. Oh my God,
Let's
this
use
is a perfect
overtake
song
and
for this
burn off some of this
situation.
energy.
What song you got playing?
You remember that song I sent you, Sleep Till I'm Dead?
Yeah.
I'm in a dogfight with Max Verstappen and that's playing.
Oh, nice. See, this is what's weird about the F1 AI. Like I have it set on 99 now, and I'm not losing so much time on straightaways. And it's not even just because I'm even in DRS.
Great work. That's
Even
a new
whenever I was in
fastest lap of the
DRS, I would
race.
have issues like that.
I saw somebody on Reddit make a post on the F1 game subreddit talking about AI, and I thought that's what they were going to talk about, but they were talking about, like, some of their other tendencies that make literally no sense.
What do you mean? Oh, I'm sliding. Okay.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the
I'll
driving.
have to pull it back up when I finish this lap.
Yeah.
I think one of them was how aggressive they are.
On the race starts, they are kind of aggressive. Yeah, like, I will admit that.
And then I think another one of his points, I can't quite remember for sure, was the way they defend.
I can't say for sure about that one.
But I also don't know what difficulty he's racing on either. I'm gonna go back to back. Alright, let's see if I can find that post in the Reddit. Okay, let's see. I've won the last 2 races in a row. Alex Albon got driver of the day. What is going on with Albon all of a sudden?
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Don't do this, please. Okay. Fucking A.
What the hell?
What's up?
I go on the F1 Games subreddit, and the first post I see is somebody has Yuki Tsunoda already retiring.
Yeah, I must say like there was that. I remember. I think I told you the other day I saw where Max was retiring.
Somebody's got a bug that won't let them select a team in career mode.
Oh goodness, odd.
Oh, here it is. Why the F125 AI is so unfair.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
He says the big problem with the AI is that it virtually has no simulation depth. It only pretends to have it, but it's just an illusion. The AI has no ERS simulation. If you watch the steering wheels in a replay, it appears they are using ERS, and the percentage is dropping. Unfortunately, it's just deception. It has nothing to do with their actual ERS reserves. He says the same applies to tire wear, tire temperature. And he says they are superhumanly strong in wet conditions.
That I can agree with.
Oh my god, Ocon got 7? It's about damn time he tries to score more than 3 points a weekend.
Charles is going to pass him by going in this corner. Or close to it, at least.
Did Albon even lead the opening lap?
He led a couple of laps to start.
I still didn't get a secret meeting.
There goes Charles. Sorry.
You gotta be kidding me.
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
Is Williams really gonna be the only secret meeting I get all season? Even though I've just been going on a tear these last 5 races?
I'm probably going to risk losing the race doing what I'm about to do, but still going to try it.
Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it. Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push. Box.
Driver market rumors.
Sorry, Mark. I'm gonna pit one lap later.
Oh?
And that's what I'm saying. It's probably gonna cost me the race doing it, but I don't feel comfortable going that long on softs.
We've heard McLaren has been having struggling times with their targets this season. Could I be McLaren bound?
Better hope for your sake you are.
Is Brazil a sprint?
Yes. Brazil and Qatar are sprints.
Okay, so if I win the Brazil sprint, that gives me 8 points at 300. Then I only have to get 15 to beat Lando Norris, which I think is third in points. So I just got a podium, as long as I win the sprint. Oh no. The whole damn weekend is rain.
Ooh.
It's times like this where I wish I was actually Jensen Button.
What you mean?
He was the Rainmaster.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Fernando's in the pits. Okay, mate. Okay, Behrman's behind. We want to keep them behind, please. It's critical for our race.
Is it really critical for our race when he's got a fucking pit mark?
Tyre condition still looking good.
Oh. Oh, go to hell, Charles.
Piastri has
Damn.
just set the fastest lap of the race.
Mark. Are you coded just to say Piastri all the time?
Yes. Don't make the mistake I did in frickin' Texas when trying to do the qualifying sim on 4-lap old softs and not be able to make the frickin' time.
You actually tried that?
Yes, because I didn't realize that I had a set of hards I could do the other practice programs on, and I saw softs pop up, so I figured, oh, I must have 2 sets of softs for this, and then found out, no, I only have 1. So I ran a race strategy on those softs.
Oh, okay.
Killed them, and then tried to do the qualifying pace, and yeah, that don't work.
No, not in the slightest, man.
Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 28.0 seconds.
How many career wins does Lance Stroll have, if he has any?
Are you talking across his entire career?
In F1 specifically.
Final lap, final lap.
I don't think he has any in
Push.
F1.
Oh god.
I know he's got a pole in Turkey. He did have a podium in 2017 at Azerbaijan.
Oh god.
He might have got another one after that, but I can't remember.
Hello, good evening. How you doing?
For some reason, I'm thinking the only one that's ever actually won a race in the Force India Racing Point Aston Martin era is Perez.
Let's fucking go. Be back.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
It's never an easy race here in Azerbaijan. There's drama around every corner, but they've come through to take a brilliant victory here today.
To overcome the difficult circumstances they face throughout this race today, Crofty, it's not easy, and it really shows a lot of maturity, and you can use this, you can draw on this as a driver moving forward and boost your confidence through the rest of the championship.
It's time to present the top drivers with their trophies for today's Grand Prix. And there are a lot of people in the paddock very happy with this result. It's Aston Martin on the top step. Well, what an end to another weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So I just got around to your comment. How do you say your name? Harold. Harold. Please tell me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But what do you mean don't recreate a Leclerc in 2019? What happened then? I'm relatively newer to F1. And Alexander Albon almost got a podium, but started on the pole and finished I'm stupid. Who got the driver of the day?
I wasn't looking.
George Russell, okay. Oh, he walled it in the castles. How late in the race was it?
Oh wait, I remember that because that's when he said he called himself stupid.
Oh, goodness. It was in qualities. Qualities, okay. Ah, that's a shame.
AJ, when it says perfect, it means like purple objective and all side objectives, right?
Yeah, you gotta get 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I did that, and it still didn't give me the freaking thing for it.
Okay, yeah, he led the first 2 laps. Albon did. Well, 3 laps. I don't think I passed him here. Yeah, no, I didn't. All right, I've tied the record for most wins as a rookie. I think. Please someone confirm or deny that.
What do you want me to confirm or deny?
Most wins as a rookie in F1, like in an F1 season. Because
I feel like I looked this up the other day for you.
I'm pretty sure it was Lewis Hamilton in 2007. I just haven't looked that up in a while, so I just still want to be sure.
According to Guinness World Records, there is a tie for the most wins by a rookie at 4. Hamilton in 2007 and Jacques Villeneuve in 96.
Okay. Well, now there's a 3-way tie. Even though I don't exist in F1. But on the game I
There'll
do.
be a 5-way if I win Brazil, even though I don't exist in that timeline either.
I just realized I made the correct decision to wait 1 lap to pit, because if I didn't, Leclerc would have chased me down. I wonder what the rookie record is for the amount of poles in this season, which I know I'm not gonna, like anywhere close to that.
Wow.
Chevy, shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Also, hello. No, never mind. Me saying shut the fuck up is how I say hello to you.
Damn.
Yeah, whenever I mention that I'm gonna go play Destiny with some friends, he's one of them, and uh, you know how I get annoyed with you sometimes, jokingly, of course, but you know how like I get annoyed with you with your dumbass puns.
I haven't had to do any recently because the game's been doing it for me.
Yeah, but point being, he's like that, but a little worse. All right, Max Verstappen gained 7 points on Lando Norris. I gained, I can't do math. I gained 7 points on Charles for third. In order for me to tie the highest finishing position for a rookie in the point standings, I would pretty much have to win out. Well, not win out, because if I win out, I'm going to win the championship. But pretty much I have to finish podium every race, and and Verstappen or Leclerc would have to suck. How you doing, though, Shibby? I appreciate you coming by. Oh, Yuki Tsunoda moves up to 6th.
Damn, my qualifying pace fell off a fucking rock in Sector 3 for some reason.
Carlos Sainz gained some points. Alexander Albon with a very, very solid day with a 4th place finish. Even got a couple of laps led. Great job for him. Ocon got a point, so he finished 10th. It looks like.
Damn, Gasly and Duhan being like, Ocon is to me as a teammate. Fucking irrelevant.
Yeah, except Gasly. That's the only point scored for Alpine, sadly. I think we're going. What we got? Singapore next. Looks like, I think it is. Yep, okay. Knock on wood, but I think this is another track I should do semi-decent at because it's high downforce.
Oh, I'm fucked in qualifying. I just went from second to last in the last sector. Fuck.
By the way, this is the trophy cabinet thing I was talking about, Larry, was this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this. Like, whenever you go to your super license on the player car hub thing, when you press the touchpad to go to your super license and whatever trophies you win across the game, because it has options for career mode, the weekly events in F1 World and stuff like that. And then you also have the story.
I have to check that out on here and start adding some of the trophies I've gotten.
How much is it? How much Bitcoin is it for an XP boost? Oh.
Don't forget, just make sure you have 1,000 left over because you don't get all your Bitcoin back anymore.
Mm-hmm. See, I wish I had that one. Motherfucker. Woo, let's go one.
Can't you buy it?
Oh, I did. I mean, let me refresh. I wish I had it when I first started to win, because like that's the type, that's the exact type of reaction I would have had. Okay, a 3-day XP booster. Yeah, I could use this. Fine. That's perfectly fine. I'll probably max out the stuff here. Driver number styles.
Damn, they just get shot out of a fucking rocket in Sector 3 for some reason.
Oh, let me look here. Hold on. I need one more podium finish to get that accolade done. All right, perfect. Okay, then Coda is after this. Okay. All right, let's see how we do here. Alright, I think I'll set this up. Be right back.
Welcome to the approaching dusk here in Singapore. On Sunday, this will be a night race. But for now, we've got a little bit of daylight to see us through practice. And we've got your company too. Great to have you with us.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
Someone took a grid penalty.
Huh?
Somebody took a grid penalty.
By the way, I've noticed that
I don't know who it could be.
I've noticed at least in F1 25, it might be different in 24. If someone gets a grid penalty that started on the pole, the person who assumes the pole position afterwards does not get credit for the pole, like at least according to the statistics. Because in the other F1 career I had started, Oscar Piastri and won the pole, but he got a grid penalty, and I started second. But with him getting the grid penalty, I started first. I checked my stats after the race, and it didn't say I had a pole position. Okay, the tiebreaker was not as bad as I thought it was going to be, so that's good.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Oops, I didn't put my notes down. I don't feel like doing tire management. I really don't.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
And Alexander Albon finishes out P1 at the top of the board.
Somebody hold that car in park for me.
Let me see where the fuck they are on the performance chart. Oh, they're fifth now. Wow, Mercedes dropped off a cliff. What the hell? And I'm back in third. Wow. I just remembered that my uh, recognition dropped a little bit because of my third meeting with McLaren.
As night falls in Singapore, the track starts to warm up, and it'll be red hot by the time we find out who's on pole for tomorrow's race. Time to set the grid then. Welcome along to qualifying here in Singapore.
I thought I heard a cat.
Huh?
My cat just came in my room.
Okay. Let's see.
Norris is the 4, right?
Yes.
Damn,
Yes,
him
he
and
is.
Verstappen just had a major collision.
Let's step back on here. Okay, I'll take that. Max Verstappen gets the pole. This is his 6th pole on the year.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out
Oh, finally,
tomorrow.
Fernando Alonso remembered he could drive a race car. Sorry, Evan.
Harsh.
I think that's his highest qualifying effort of the year. I'm positive it is, yeah. That's Fernando's highest qualifying effort of the year. I don't think he's got a podium this season. I'm positive he's not got a podium this season. No, he hasn't. His highest finish was 5th at Spain. All right, let's see how this goes.
Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in
And Lando
2008. We
Norris
missed it
is.
for a couple of years, but it was
This is
great to come
interesting
back to
because
the
it's. I
Singapore
swear,
Grand
it's
Prix.
like,
And here's our track,
he's got the most
4.94
wins, he's
kilometres
got
long,
the most
and
poles, but
overtaking
it's like
chances into the
he has
first
not been
corner,
the most
into
consistent.
turn 14 at the end of the Esplanade, and
And
now
Max
into turn
Verstappen
16
is
in the
absolutely
newly
capitalizing
reprofiled sector
on
that
that
we first ran
because
on in
now
2023.
we're in a position
Still
where
though,
we come
it's
into this
punishing and
race.
tough on the brakes, and the heat.
We come into this race
It's
with
time to see how
Verstappen
our
6
drivers,
points behind Lando
alongside me here in the
Norris, and
commentary box
Lando
today,
Norris
former
is
racing driver extraordinary.
not starting in the top 5, I don't think.
Okay, we've got 5.
He's starting 7th. Alright, I'm curious to.
Races to the end of this season. Everybody in this garage is desperate for that Constructors' Championship, and today's result could well go a long way to helping us get there. Good luck.
Oh, Mark, you might as well just not even talk about the constructors, bud. Ain't no way in hell we're not even gonna get a lick at that, bro. I don't even know why you can bring that up. Okay, let's ball. Orlando got up to 5th though already. Pretty sure they added a DRS zone at this place.
Singapore?
Yeah, like this straight we're going to right here, like this straight that we're on right here before the last set of corners, that did not have a DRS zone before. Unless that's some serious Mandela effect.
I don't know.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
If it was F123, I could have told you because I had to drive my freaking ass off on that game for a live event to get the Williams Golf livery around that track. So by the time I got done with it, I knew that track like the back of my hand. But I don't know if they've changed anything about it since then.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's a new DRS zone. Because I can't even recall me ever making a pass right here especially like this.
Pit crew, why is it every fucking time I need you to perform, you fuck it up?
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Pit crew, you're fired. How do you dumbasses cost me 5 fucking spots on pit lane?
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
More importantly, not only did you dumbasses cost me 5 spots and a podium, you've also fucked me in my damn points rivalry. So thank you, pit crew, for being the most incompetent group of people I've ever had the displeasure of working with.
Gap to your teammate behind, 3.0 seconds. push now. We're boxing this lap. Box this lap, please. Box this lap. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go. Okay, forget the targets for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop. Right, let's go. Come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Yeah, it sure seems like it. And hell, that it might help. It might benefit me here. I don't know about in this exact moment here, but
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Fernando is in for his stop. Okay, mate. Okay, Bortoletto behind. It is critical for our race that we keep them behind, please. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Hell no.
Okay, clear.
Alright, I'm guaranteed to move up to third in points now, with Leclerc blowing his engine.
Okay, really, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 0.0 seconds. Okay, mate. Right, we've got a full battery, which means we can use more of it to gain performance. Let's go.
Oh my god.
What's up there?
Verstappen just hit the damn catch fence.
Oh, goodness.
You want me to start a share play?
Yes.
Or not a share play, a share screen? Oh, Jesus.
What track are you at?
Brazil.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
Alright. Look at this real quick. Oh. Ah. Yeah, I have a video like that on my phone somewhere. Not exactly like that, but in a sense of at Baku, I was trying to get past someone, and I hit the wall and I started barreling towards the catch fence.
Oh my god.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
I now hold the record for most wins in the season as a rookie.
Hell yes. If this result screws
It's
me out
never
of
easy to make it across the finish line here
beating
in
Lando
Singapore,
Norris in this
but
rivalry,
they've done
I'm
so
never
with
going to
some
forgive
style here
Alpine.
today to take a remarkable victory.
Well, that's 2 race wins in a row for them. I think they'll be really happy with that. I mean, 1 race win is great, but to have 2, you know that you've got it. You're a little bit more comfortable in your skin. This is a great sign of maybe what's to come next.
Aston Martin's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the biggest names in the sport. They're making their way out to the podium as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to...
All right. Carlos Sainz, I don't know. Even though I got driver of the day, I think I'm going to mark it down for Carlos Sainz because I don't know what the hell he kicked up in that last stint. He got around Max, was able to pull away, and was actually gaining a little bit of time on me. So I'm going to give him driver of the day for that. There's no official.
He got second in a Williams?
Yeah, like he qualified fifth.
Holy shit.
I might have to look at the replay because, yeah, like fucking last race, you had Alexander Albon on the pole. You look at Albon. He started 14th, finished 8th. The hell they got going on over there now?
A resurgence.
Jesus. Let me look at Sainz. Like, because he was 6th before pit stops. Okay, pitted. All right, this is him behind Leclerc and Verstappen. I was already gone by like a day by this point. That's when Leclerc blew up. And he ran down Max. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's Williams' first podium of the season, I think. Let me look. Even though Max finished ahead of Lando, it wasn't enough to take the point lead. Yeah, that's Williams' first podium of the season. Now, what a way to do it. I'll record the last lap here. proud of this team. I drug them out of the depths of hell. All right, I think with that, I'm gonna end this stream on a high note. Started the night off kind of where I finished. Start 10th at Monza and finish 5th there. In Baku, I started 3rd, finished 1st, and same thing here. Back-to-back wins for the first time in my career. And I figured at a track like this, I was going to do pretty good because high downforce and all. But with that, I should be back tomorrow night. I do have to work. And I'm probably going to take a little snap whenever I get back. But until then, good night or good morning, wherever you may be in the world. I'll catch you all in the next stream.